Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Pitch Intel. And this is going to be my post-match reaction for Newcastle versus Barcelona. And I'm going to make it real quick. If you saw my story a couple hours before the game started, I was of the opinion that Newcastle might spring a surprise against Barcelona because the last time they met at St. James's Park, Newcastle won. Scoring 3 goals in the first half, and game ended I think 3-1 or 3-2, one of those score lines. But and also knowing with the way Newcastle play, with the way PSG had a hard time at Newcastle as well. I mean, a lot of big teams have actually gone there and they were not, able to get a great result from that field, right? So and it nearly worked because in the first half Newcastle played exceedingly very well. I mean, the tempo was really high. The fans were in high spirit, trying to scare the Barcelona players. And I'll give kudos to Barcelona because they are able to, I don't know, to withstand the pressure. They're able to they understand what's going on. And Pedri now understand why you get all the praises and people heap you all the praises that you get and all the accolades, right? You totally deserve it. You 100% deserve it. Okay. And Rafinha wasn't so much in the game, but he was also equally as important as the other players. Now, Anthony Gordon missed a clear-cut chance to lead in the first half. So Elanga squared in a superb cross. All he needed to do was just slot it in the back of the net. But no, he missed that. Now, Barnes also had his own opportunity. And he played it right into the keeper's hands. Like, Newcastle were in high spirits in the first half, but I don't know what happened in the second half. It was really strange, honestly. It was really strange in the second half because I was trying to understand how they were allowing Barcelona to grow into the game. Barcelona were now able to swing passes from left to right, detecting the tempo of the game for Newcastle. Newcastle were just, running round helter-skelter. I couldn't understand the game anymore, okay? Then, now, Marcus Rashford. Did you guys see that? Marcus Rashford still has that in his locker. I'm not talking about the header. I'm talking about the second goal. So invariably, Marcus Rashford won the game for Barcelona today. To think that Thomas Tuchel, the English manager, was actually in the stands, coming to watch him and maybe Trippier, but I know mostly this was to come and watch Rashford play. And Rashford delivered. He was actually shit actually in the beginning of the game. Like when the game started, his take-ons were not successful. He was not able to play one or two passes forward, and I wasn't really impressed. To be fair, I was not impressed. But look at how he came into that second half. That's why you need to give these players the benefit of doubt, because Arsenal fans were screaming the same thing at Martinelli. And Martinelli came into the game against Athletic Bilbao and bailed them out. So it's the same thing now with Rashford. They were like, yeah, he is unable to get a goal for Barcelona since the season started. But now he has silenced the haters by scoring a screamer. Did you guys see that goal? Because, bro, he made his luck, right? Because he had to drift and drift and drift before he took that shot straight to the bar and into the back of the net. Nick Pope stood no chance. No chance. And Newcastle has been taught a lesson that, Newcastle are actually a very physical team. They're really physical, right? And now they've been taught a great lesson that in football is not all about, the physicality. Sometimes you need the technical ability to be able to scale through some of these games. And today, if I ever had any reason to doubt what technical abilities can bring to the game, I no longer have that doubt because Barcelona proved it. They didn't go toe-to-toe with Newcastle in terms of physicality because they know that Newcastle are actually really bullish in the game of play, and they try as much as possible to make you scared of even winning the balls, winning first or second balls. And their fans are actually, something else. They usually support the players, and the players tend to play alongside this tempo and spirit. But today they were actually silenced, and kudos to Marcus Rashford. And I wish and pray that he succeeds at Barcelona so that they can sign him permanently, because I really want him to succeed. Because deep down, I know Rashford was not the problem of Manchester United. Rather, Manchester United were the problem of Marcus Rashford. Because look at it, all the players that leave Manchester United end up doing well. So there's a virus eating deep into the Manchester United system. And until they uproot that cancer, nothing's going to work in that team. I mean, they've moved football from Champions League from Tuesday and Wednesday to Thursday, and still Manchester United cannot relate. Right, they're out of one of the cups, so it's now left for they're now only in the FA Cup and the Premier League. So I mean, today is not actually about Manchester United. It was just a stray bullet anyway. Kudos to Barcelona, and I wish them all the best. They tried their best today, went into St James Park, and were able to scrape a win out of there. So let's see what the next few games hold for them. Thank you very much for listening. I'm going to review the other games, so just keep an eye out on the channel, and see you guys later. Bye.